What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new here. Hey, hello, my name is Angela. For you guys who are not new here, it's been a long time. It's been a minute since I did one of these videos. I'm sorry guys, but I am back. Today's video is going to be for my law students because you guys are about to start your spring semester. Now, for most of you guys, this is going to be your second semester of the year, but for some of you guys, it's going to be your first semester. There's some spring starts out there. I know because I've been talking to some of you guys in the DMs on my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at _theaspiringboss. But today's video is all about you guys. So we're going to be talking about what you need to do to reset for the semester. So we're going to call it the law school semester reset. Law school semester reset tips. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in, okay? So the first tip actually has nothing to do with school per se, and that is get your apartment or your house, your dorm, whatever you're staying in order, okay? Clean, organize, declutter. You want to start the semester off with a good, clean space, okay? At some point, you're gonna be studying at home, and also that's just where you're going to be majority of your time, where you're not at school. And so you want to kind of start off the semester with a good, clean, organized space for clean, organized minds, and so you can focus on school, okay? The next tip is go grocery shopping. Y'all, get those kind of pesky, annoying things that we have to do to survive out of the way. So any sort of grocery shopping, errands, do all that stuff before school starts, because obviously you're gonna have to go to the grocery store again, but you want to just start that first week off strong and not having to make, you know, Target runs or Walmart runs or wherever you go during that first week. You kind of want to get acclimated to, you know, your new schedule with your new classes and all sorts of things like that. Okay, so now that we got those out the way, let's jump into the actual law school related things that you should be doing. Third tip is reflect on your last semester, okay? And what I mean by that is kind of audit how you did last semester and take note of the things that you did really, really well so you can continue to do them for this new semester. And then also take note of things that didn't go so well or you did really, really bad, and kind of train yourself to not do those things again, not to repeat those mistakes. So that's actually a really, really important one. Next tip is huge, okay? Probably one of the most important tips. Get your outlines together. First of all, you need to decide whether you're going to create your own outlines or use someone else's outlines, at least kind of as a starter. A lot of you guys have asked me what the best route to go is, and I think it really just depends. For me, I did both. There were some classes where I created my own outline, and there were some classes where I used somebody's outline and then supplemented that outline for my own understanding. And so I think the way you determine whether you create your own or use someone else's is, one, do you have access to someone else's? Like, ask around, look at your law school's outline bank and see what you can get. And if there is one for your course or all of your courses, then review the outline and see how decent it is, and see if it's something you can start with. And then I would probably say use that at least, you know, to start with. Now, if you can't find any outlines or you just can't find any that seem good, then I would say start with your own, but get your outlines together. So that means get your plans for your outlines together. If you're going to use somebody else's outline, go ahead and get that lined up and make sure you have them for day one of class. And then if you're going to use your own outline, go ahead and start mentally preparing yourself to do that, okay? Because from day one, you should be outlining. You should not wait until the end of the semester to the middle of the semester to start outlining. Outlining from day one, in my opinion, is key. The next tip is update your planner or your calendar. Now, no matter whether you're like a planner, I have to hold it in my hand type girl or guy, or you're like Google Calendar me please, either way, you need to update your calendar for your new schedule, okay? Because your classes are going to be different this year. Your time blocks are going to be different this year. So go ahead and update that calendar so you can go ahead and think about what your schedule is going to look like and kind of get your mind in the mindset. And that way you can set up other things. Like, say, for example, if you do Pilates 3 times a week or 2 times a week during law school, well, then you know, okay, well, I need to sign up for Pilates on these days at these times because I have class at this time and that time, if that makes sense. So go ahead and get that calendar planner together. Next tip is kind of along those same lines. So when you get admitted into the class, when you sign up for the class, you typically are going to get an email from your professor days or sometimes even weeks before the class starts with your syllabus for the class. So what you should do is gather all your syllabi for each of your classes and start looking for important dates. A lot of the professors will tell you when your final exam days are, if you have any midterms or any kind of big assignments due. Go ahead and plug those dates into your calendar or your planner just so you have it on the schedule and so you're aware. So as you get closer, you will see those things and be mindful of those important dates. Next tip is key as well, and that is prepare a study schedule, a study routine. Now, obviously, as you get into the semester, things might change and you might need to update that schedule or that routine, and that is okay. But I say from day one, kind of have your schedule blocked off to when you want to study for what class. Having a routine, having a schedule will help you hold yourself accountable to do your readings, do your studying, do your outlining, and do the things that you need to do to be successful this semester, because you are going to be what? Successful. Next tip is re-up on your supplies. Now, I don't know if it's just me, but I will literally, and this is like in my day-to-day practice as well, like now that I'm like post-law school, a practicing attorney, I will literally start like, the beginning of the month, beginning of the, it's not really semester for us in the work world because we don't get breaks, but I will just start off with a whole package of pens, highlighters, staples, and for some reason, like, I don't know, like pens are like socks. They just disappear. And so go ahead and go re-up on all your supplies, whatever the things that you like to use to keep track of your studies. If you like, the page tabs, highlighters, pens, whatever it is, re-up and make sure you have all of your supplies, your notebooks, binders, if you use those types of things. If you're not a digital person, make sure you re-up on that. Make sure you got your Apple Pen ready. If you have an iPad or if you got a new iPad for Christmas, make sure that you got all your apps downloaded, Microsoft OneNote, whatever it is that you use, make sure your supplies are teed up and ready to go for that first week of class. Next tip is to get organized and create folders, and this can be digital or physical, whichever your preference is, but some sort of folders or binders for each of your classes, and separate them out for each class. And do this so you can keep important documents, important notes, your outlines, whatever, in each of those folders so that you can stay organized. It is so important to have an organized system. You will love yourself and thank yourself when it comes to compiling your notes, compiling your outlines, studying at the end of the year, if you have everything sort of documented in folders and separated out by class. All right, next tip. Seems like it's common sense, but you'd be surprised at how many people do not have books on week one. And so the next tip is make sure you have all of your required books and supplements that you need. Okay, so take yourself down to the bookstore and go ahead and buy those books, or go on chegg.com or whatever other kind of book rental sites that you guys order from and get those books. Okay, you want those books on day one if possible. My next and final tip is to relax and get some self-care in those days leading up to the first week of school. You guys are probably kind of in it right now as this video is going. School is probably starting for you either this upcoming week or next week. And so just make sure you guys are just chilling and relaxing and giving your brain a rest, because this upcoming semester is going to be one of your best, which means you're going to be putting a lot of work in and doing a lot of great things. So give yourself some time to just take care of you and relax that brain. Catch up on your TV shows, catch up on your YouTube, go hang out with your friends, go try restaurants, do whatever you can on the days leading up to class so that you can be ready and fully powered to go and go kill it this semester. Okay, that's after you get all the things done that I just talked about though. So with that, you guys, that is the end of this video. I know it was super short and super sweet, but I do not want to take up your time because I know you have so much to do as you prepare for this new semester. I do want to say that I'm happy to be back on YouTube, and I plan to make lots of great content for you guys. I do want to hear from you. I want to know what types of things you want to see. Do you like these sit down videos? Do you want vlogs back? Do you want routines? Let me know what's going to be helpful for you so that you can succeed and be the best you can be in your legal journey, okay? Because that's why I make these videos, for y'all. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Also, oh my gosh, I can't believe I almost forgot to say this. You guys, we do have a community on Facebook. It's called the Aspiring Lawyers Group. Although it is the Aspiring Lawyers, if you are already a lawyer, we're happy to have you. We want you to join. I will leave a link to join the group in the description box down below, okay, you guys? I'm planning on doing all sorts of kind of exclusive content just for this community. And I want to get to a point where we're just kind of helping each other along through our legal journey, you know, just being there for each other, a support system for each other. So make sure you check out the group. We are growing, you guys. I think we have almost 400 people, or maybe even more, in the group. So come check it out, come join us, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.